Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to do a room decor video just because I needed a few cute things to add to my room. So for the first DIY you'll need a picture frame, and I just got mine from a pound shop. I then took a wallpaper sample just because it was free, but you can use any paper. I then drew around the back of the stand and just cut out the shape. I then taped the paper to the stand to secure it. You could use glue, but I didn't have any at hand at this point, so just use some old parcel tape. Next, you'll want to pop the stand back into the frame without the glass so that you're able to paint on the paper. I then went ahead with acrylic paint and just painted on a little mountain, and for the face I used my usual Posca pens. I also used some pink acrylic paint as blush. Next, using my Posca pen, I then added the quote "Life is an adventure" with my Posca pen. Apologies for my hair and face here, I just kept leaning into the video by accident. Next, I popped the glass back in and just popped it all back together. The second DIY is actually something that I've made before, but I wanted a couple extra for my own room, and these are glitter jars. So what you want to do is fill up 2 jars with some warm water. I'm using hot water and just topping it up with cold, and then add the colour glitter as desired. I use blues and greens for one, and yellow and golds for another jar. You then want to shake up the glitter and add some PVA glue to thicken up the mixture a little. I then went in and added a whole load of iridescent glitter to add a bit more depth, and also some iridescent glitter glue. Once I was happy with the mixture, I then went in with my Posca pens and painted on 2 little faces on each of the jars. I made them so that they were different from the original pink one that I made, so that I had a set of 3. For my third DIY, I needed somewhere to keep my rings, so I thought what better than a ring dish. To start off with, I used a ball of white polymer clay, and using a tea light holder, I stretched the polymer clay over the bottom. I then took my Fimo cotton tool and just trimmed off all the edges to make them nice and smooth. Then taking 2 little balls of polymer clay, I then attached them and blended them in to make the little ears. I then popped this in the oven and baked according to the instructions on the packet. Once it had cooled down, I was then able to separate it from the glass. I then took some copper spray paint and just spray painted the outside of the dish, and then with some pink acrylic paint painted the inside, and with some black I painted on a little face. So thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm really happy with the things that I created for my own room. I hope you have a lovely week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!